So this is gonna sound really crazy, but for the last 2 months, I've actually been training my neck, and it's actually gotten quite a bit bigger. You see, the reason I did this was because I've been very observational, looking at people and their transformations and their physiques and athletes and actors, and there's always this one common denominator, like the heartthrob actor, the guy that, like Brad Pitt or Channing Tatum, or these guys, they all had pretty thick necks. And then I'd see a lot of my clients that would transform their body. The ones that had the best transformations, the ones that had the best final product, they naturally had thicker necks. And I've had friends of mine that do my workouts here and there, and some of them get tons of compliments and some of them don't. And the weirdest thing ever was that it was the neck. And your neck actually connects your body and your face. And so if your neck is skinny, it's not in proportion, it's gonna ruin the whole aesthetic. Your face won't look as good and masculine, and your body won't look as impressive. If you wear a button-down dress shirt, you have these big shoulders and chest, but a skinny neck, you look weird. It looks off. And a good example of this, a good negative example, is actually Scooby Fitness. Back in the day, I used to watch his videos when I was like 14, and I stopped watching them. I was like, I don't like his look. And only later did I realize it was that skinny neck that ruined the aesthetic. So I'm actually gonna show you what I do for my neck training to build my neck. The benefits are, as you build your physique, increasing your neck size will naturally enhance your physique. You'll look even better. Your face will look more masculine, and actually it's gonna protect you. If you play sports and you get hit in the head or you get rocked, a stronger neck will absorb that. That's why boxers, mixed martial artists, football players, they all train their neck and they all have thicker necks. And if they don't train their neck, they're putting themselves at more and more risk. They've done research and they found that people that did neck training actually suffered 50% less concussions on the field. So that's a big improvement. So I'm gonna get into my neck workout. You can do this once per week is what I recommend. If you wanna see really fast results, you can do it twice per week, and you can do it at the end of your workout. It doesn't take a lot of intensity. You're gonna go pretty light, you're gonna keep it really safe, but just getting in a little bit of volume really will help you grow your neck, because you're probably not used to lifting 20 pounds with your neck. So we're gonna get into that, but first I'm gonna finish my leg workout here. So one of the keys to looking your best is getting to a low body fat. Your face will become more chiseled and angular. Your waist will be small, you'll have more V shape. Your muscles will be hard, it'll be more defined. When you get to a low body fat, sometimes your neck gets skinnier. It happens to a lot of people. A lot of people, fitness models, they diet down to low body fat and they lose their neck size. And so training your neck can help really keep that thickness as you lean down to a low body fat. And the combination of having a thicker neck and six-pack abs really gives you that Hollywood physique, that alpha male Hollywood physique like you see with Brad Pitt and Troy, even Channing Tatum. None of those guys, Brad Pitt and Fight Club especially, they're not even that big, but they have six packs and thick necks, and that gives them that kind of that masculine alpha look. But if they were to have a six-pack and a small neck, or even have bigger muscle with a small neck, it would ruin it. So also the neck and the upper region of your upper body, your traps, your shoulders, your chest actually have a higher density of androgen receptors. And so people with more testosterone experience more growth in the neck and traps. And so it's a sign that you have higher testosterone. That's why a bigger neck, bigger traps makes you look more masculine. And a smaller neck, smaller traps will ruin that. So you want to build the perfect amount in these areas without overdoing it. So I just want to give credit to a few people that have been on the neck training phenomenon a little bit earlier. And that's gonna be Alpha Destiny. So he's been talking about training his neck for a while. I think it goes really heavy. What you're gonna see is how I train the neck, which is a little bit lighter. You don't need to overdo it. Another guy is Jeff Nippard. He's got some great videos. He talks about neck training. He had a crazy transformation with his neck. So he's an awesome source. And Jason Ferrugia, I think he's talked about neck training. I've done quite a bit of research and seeing what people are up to. So anyone that's been talking about this neck training thing, a month ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, I want to say good. You guys were on it earlier. It took me a little bit more time to get to it, but since then I've been seeing crazy results. People on my Instagram are starting to do this neck training thing after their workouts, and it's kind of going viral. So this neck training thing is going viral. Just make sure not to overdo it, because my worry is that once you grow your neck to a certain level, it stays like that. It's not like your biceps. When you stop working out, your biceps are gonna get smaller. I have this theory, because you see these football players and these athletes that build these huge necks, and they have those big necks for life. Even Channing Tatum used to play football. He talks about how he can't get like a lawyer role because his neck's too big in a suit. So don't overdo it, but it's gonna take a long time to get so much neck size that you look ridiculous. So I'm gonna finish up the legs and then we're gonna go into it. Okay, so there's two exercises we're gonna be utilizing to train our neck. These two exercises combined work virtually every muscle in your neck, so they get the whole job done. The first one, which is typically one that you're gonna be weaker on, and I've been told, and as far as the research I've done, this kind of helps you build that size from a side angle versus straight on, and that's gonna be the reverse neck curl. So you're gonna lie on a bench with your head off, and you're gonna put, I recommend starting with about 10 pounds on the back of your head and curl all the way up. That is gonna be the reverse neck curl. And you wanna do a weight you can do for 20 or 30 reps. If you can only do 10 or 15 reps, you're gonna strain your neck. This exercise needs to be done with high reps, as far as I can tell. And then over here, for the normal neck curl, you should be a little bit stronger on this one. And you're gonna come right here and really try and initiate the movement by using your neck and not just using your body sway. And I recommend you do this exercise. Don't go to the point where you barely can get the rep, because that's when you injure yourself. So just build, some fatigue, get the muscle working. But once you start to kind of hit that fatigue onset, be careful. Don't push too hard. I've made the mistake of kind of cranking out like a tough rep, and then my neck got a little bit strained. So don't overdo it. So the routine we're gonna do is gonna be my Kino rep training protocol, which is good because it forces you not to go too heavy. So you start with a light weight. I recommend starting with 10 pounds. If you're a bit stronger, you start with 15 pounds. And you're gonna do the reverse neck curls for about 20 or 30 reps. Rest a couple minutes, then we're gonna add 5 pounds and go a bit heavier and go 20, 30 reps. Then go a bit heavier until the point where your third or fourth set is your heaviest set. So I'm gonna do 15 pounds for about 20 or 30. Then we're gonna go up, and I'll probably go up to 20 pounds, then 25, and then maybe one more with 30, we'll see. So here we go. Holy cow, so I finished that little workout. 3 sets of reverse neck curls, 3 sets of neck curls, starting light, going a little bit heavier. My neck is pumped. If you look back to my older videos, you probably can see that my neck is actually bigger. And you know what? You'd actually expect my neck to get smaller because I've been cutting. I'm actually at my leanest right now, or pretty damn close to my leanest. Very comparable to my 2015 physique condition. But I'm heavier, and so my neck has actually made some really, really good results. So you can try this neck routine out. If you're doing my program, you do it at the end of one of your workouts. I love to do it after my leg workout because leg training boosts testosterone, and so training your neck after you got that nice testosterone boost, you may be able to see a little bit faster results. So message me on Instagram, add me on Instagram at GrowAGallagher, and update me in a few weeks how it's going. I would love to see your results. And if you naturally have a really, really big neck, you might not need to do this for aesthetic purposes. But I would say train your neck until you get to a point where you like the look of it. It's nice and thick. Maybe it's a little bit wider than your face. But then once you get to that level, you can probably stop training or train it every 2 or 3 weeks just to kind of maintain. And that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this. Build those Kino necks. Take care.